I think it's about time you packed up your things and went on your merry way. Dad's funeral ended hours ago. That's more than enough time for you to get out. You have no right to spend another second in my father's house. You never did. And now that Dad isn't here, I want you gone.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Oh, and when you're packing up, keep your hands to your own belongings. If you so much as look at any of Dad's things, I'll sue you into the ground.
Please, just hold on a moment. Why are you so intent on kicking me out now? He left me the house, so I want to take good care of it.
And who said you could take care of the house? It's the house where I grew up. I never gave you permission, and I never will. You don't deserve to have it. You're just a filthy gold digger anyway. I won't let you take away everything he worked so hard for. I refuse to believe you married him for any reason other than his money. That was always your goal. That's why I can't let you stay in his house. As long as I'm alive, I'll make sure that you don't get your grubby little fingers anywhere near his things. I won't let you taint them.
Katie, really? Come on, you're better than this. We've talked about this so many times already, and I don't know how many more times I can have the same conversation. I didn't marry your father for his money. I loved him. I still love him. I spent the last decade with him because he was such a wonderful man to be around.
Do you really expect me to believe that sob story? Come on now. You knew he had just lost his wife. You just wanted to sneak in there and replace her. But you could never replace Mom. I'm sure you thought taking all of his money would be a good consolation prize, though. It's just a shame that you'll never get any of it.
Taking his money was never my intention in the first place. I fell for him because of how kind he was to everyone around him. He always tried to do right by your mother. He cared so much about her, even after she passed. For a while, I was worried that he didn't have enough space in his heart left for me. Still, he was such a good man. I wanted to support him any way I could, even if he wouldn't have any time for me. And yet he managed to make some. I loved him for it. I didn't, and still don't, care about his money.
That's so. In that case, give up your part of the inheritance. If you really aren't after his money, then you have no need for it, do you?
And what? That you take all of it?
Of course! I am his daughter and I take priority. Especially over an outsider like you that doesn't even belong in our family.
Let me ask you this then. Will you be happy? If I do give up my part of the inheritance, will you stop acting like this? Will you finally believe me that I'm not just after his money, and that I never was?
I'm not making any promises, but I'll think about it. Definitely feeling more charitable now that you finally learned your place. And just because my dad died, it doesn't mean you get to celebrate and waste all the money he worked so hard for.
That's more than all right. I wasn't looking to waste his money anyway.
And make sure you're gone from the house by tomorrow. I don't want you stepping foot in here again.
If it means you'll stop accusing me of being a gold digger, then I'd be glad to. We can talk more about this later. I need to get packing. Good afternoon, dear. I just wanted to thank you for all the effort you put in yesterday. Handling the funeral of a family member is never easy, but you handled it splendidly. I want to thank you as well. It was thanks to your help that everything went as smoothly as it did. So many things came up. I'm not sure I could have dealt with all of it by myself. I'm just glad that now I can concentrate on mourning him. I already miss him. I understand. He left us so suddenly, I didn't know what to do at first. Frankly speaking, I still don't fully know what to do with myself. This all feels so wrong. How could he have passed away before his own mother? I find it odd as well, and I can't even begin to imagine how you feel. And up until recently, he was full of energy. I really don't know what happened. Now that I think about it, he did mention that he was getting some bad migraines occasionally. I should have taken him to the hospital instead of letting him power through it like he wanted. I was such an idiot. Oh, don't be silly. Wondering about all of the ifs and buts won't make you feel any better. You did all you could to support him. I truly appreciate everything you've done for this family. So please, don't beat yourself up over something like that, Evelyn.
Maybe you're right, but...
No buts! You know how he gets when he starts a new work project. He wouldn't have listened to you. And I suppose that focus was what did him in. I wonder if he knew he wouldn't wake up from that nap. Still, something tells me he was more than happy to pass away while at work.
I think so too. He looked so peaceful, just sitting there.
By the way, there is something I was wondering about. Would you like to move in with me? It's not as nice as Ryan's house, but I thought I should offer. It doesn't need to be right now, of course.
I'm not sure if I should.
I thought I should offer. It's going to be just you in that big house by yourself. I'm not sure about you, but I wouldn't like that. So just keep this in mind. If you ever feel lonely in that big house, come and pay me a visit. I don't want you to be by yourself, especially not after this.
I really do appreciate the offer, Sharon, but I don't think I'll take you up on it. I'll be fine by myself. I was actually planning on moving out and finding a nice little place for me to live.
Oh, that's great. What are you going to do with the house? Sell it?
Well, I'm not sure. I have a feeling Katie is going to want it. She told me she didn't want me staying there, at least. And she wasn't exactly polite about it.
But why? What's going on? The funeral was just yesterday. What could have happened in this little time?
Katie still seems to think that I'm after her father's money. Even after all this time. She was dead set on not letting any of the money get to me. She also told me to give up my part of the inheritance and leave the house as soon as possible.
I don't understand. Did you not say anything to her?
I tried reasoning with her, but it didn't work at all. I don't think she'd ever listen to what I have to say. So I'll just do as I was told. I don't have much of a choice regardless. And maybe this way, she'll believe me that I didn't get married just for Ryan's money.
That's ridiculous. I'd say you were the only thing keeping that household together. I'd even go as far as to say that you were the thing that made Ryan go back to the man he was. Your presence is what reignited his passion for life. His eyes lit up whenever he spoke about you.
Really? I never knew that. Thank you very much for telling me. It feels nice to know that.
Back to the topic at hand. I don't understand why little Katie would treat you this way. You're the one that got her to a level where she could get into Harvard. I saw what her grades used to be. She was barely passing before you started helping her. And yet she's treating you like this. What's happened to her, I wonder?
Funny you should mention that. The day the admission letter from Harvard came, she said something to me. I still haven't forgotten it. This was all because of my hard work. You did nothing. If you're expecting me to thank you, you can wait until you die of old age.
She said what? How could she say something like that to anyone, let alone one of the people that love her the most?
As you can imagine, I have tried to put some distance between the two of us after that. It became clear to me that no matter how hard I worked for her, she would never accept me. And I don't want to bother chasing after the inheritance either. It's just not worth the effort. I want to spend a little bit of time by myself, for myself. And please, don't try to talk to her about it. I doubt you will be able to get through to her.
But surely it's worth a shot.
It isn't. Thank you again for offering to let me live with you. It means a lot more than you might expect. I needed to know that someone was still in my corner after all of this. Do you think you're clever? Why was there so little money in the inheritance? You better explain yourself right now, you hag! You saw the will yourself, didn't you? He wanted most of the money he had to be donated to charities and to help improve schools in the area. It's only natural there wouldn't be much left after that. I haven't heard anything about this! I thought all of the money was going to be mine! Why wouldn't it be? And Why would he give it to random people he's never met and never will? What was he thinking?
He was thinking about all of the children that otherwise wouldn't have a chance in life. It was his decision, and I'm fairly certain that it was my actions that inspired him to do that.
You expect me to believe that? What a joke. How would a greedy gold digger like you ever inspire him to do anything, let alone donating to charity?
Not giving up on my stepdaughter, despite her acting the way she did.
What are you talking about?
You never opened your heart to me, never accepted me, even as your stepmother. Your father was really worried that we'd never get along. And I suppose he was right. But in spite of that, I still tried my best to help you in any way I could, even when you refused to be thankful. That's what inspired him to donate to charity. He wanted to show his love for the children of the future, just as I have shown my love for you. It didn't take him long to make the decision. By the end of the day, he had called his lawyer and had added this clause to his will.
Are you serious? So, because of you, he decided to throw away all of his money? Even though I'm still alive and kicking? Do you even know how little he left behind for me? And the rest of it just went to strangers who won't even appreciate it in the slightest. I won't forgive him.
This shouldn't be something that you have to forgive him for. Not everyone is kind enough to give away their money for those they don't know. It takes a rare breed of person to do something like that. Instead of being angry at him, I think you should be proud of your father.
Shut up! I don't need to hear it. Especially not from you. Don't you dare talk to me about kindness and giving to others, you thief! I bet you're just lying. Yeah, you must be. You're hiding most of the money somewhere.
Are you seriously accusing me of that?
I thought it was out how little money there was when my dad was so rich. There's no way he would have left so little behind. And you're definitely lying about him donating the money, too. You definitely took the money and snuck off somewhere. That's why you're acting so strange as well. I think you should be proud of him. What a joke.
I haven't taken any of the money. Don't start accusing me of things just because you can't believe it.
Shut it! Tell me the truth right now. I bet you've got some bank account you've kept hidden, and that's where you put all the stolen money.
I told you already, I haven't taken any of the money.
If you're gonna lie to my face, at least try to make it less obvious. Hand over the money now. All of that money belongs to me. If you think you'll be able to get away with taking it from me, you're wrong. Don't you dare think I'll let you off the hook, you hag.
How dare you speak like that to the woman who raised you? I thought my granddaughter was a respectful young woman. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Wait, huh? Granddaughter? Grandma, is that you?
So what if it is? That's not what matters here. How could you speak like that to poor Evelyn? Are you even hearing yourself? Or are you too busy accusing her of every crime under the sun to notice? When did you become like this? You used to be such a kind girl when you were little. Both your father and Evelyn always made sure to teach you the value of being a good person, too. So what happened? Why did you turn into such a horrible woman? Where's your compassion? Your empathy? Did it get drained out of you?
Wait a sec. Grandma, please. Why are you getting so angry at me? I don't get it. I'm just trying to protect Dad's money from this woman. She's trying to take all of it for herself.
Do you really still think that?
Besides, why are you messaging me through her phone?
I just happened to be with her when you started messaging her. She said she wanted me to leave her alone for a while, even though she seemed really down. Her husband's just died a few days ago, so I had a feeling something bad might happen if I wasn't there. So I came to see her because I was worried she might do something.
Worried? About her? That's hilarious, Grandma. There's no point in worrying about her. She's just a filthy gold digger looking to score as much money as she can. I bet she's looking for her next target to move on to already.
Why are you so insistent on thinking that she's such a horrible person? She's always had your best interest at heart, regardless of what she was doing. Do you even realize how much energy she spent every day keeping your family together? I refuse to allow you to mock a woman as incredible as her.
Huh? But...
You wanted to know why I am so angry with you, right? I thought it would be obvious, but apparently not. There is just one reason for it. She was my son's wife, meaning she is a part of our family. To me, she may as well be my own daughter. So of course I'm angry with you.
I'm sorry, what? Are you feeling okay, Grandma? What's gotten into you? You two aren't even related by blood. She's not even my mother. She's just a worthless second wife. What reason do you have to treat her as your own child?
It doesn't matter whether we're related by blood or not. Or did you forget that you and I aren't related by blood either? I bet you didn't even know.
Wait, are you being serious?
If you're so willing to say stupid things like that, then how about I stop treating you like my granddaughter? How would you like that? After all, we aren't related by blood, are we? What would be the point in me acting like you are my granddaughter? Huh?
Wait, no. Are you joking? You have to be joking, right? Please stop making weird jokes like that. This really isn't the time for it. Dad was related to you by blood, wasn't he? Surely he is.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but no, he isn't. You've been on this earth for how many years now? 20? And yet you never bothered to ask. Had you asked, you would have known that I'm not Ryan's biological mother.
Really? That's so weird. I could have sworn you two were related. You're just pulling my leg, surely.
David is my biological son, yes. Ryan isn't, though. Grandpa and I decided to adopt him. In fact, we were worried that I couldn't give birth to a child.
What? Really?
And because of that, we decided to adopt. Even if I couldn't give birth, we still wanted to have a child. That's how Ryan came into our lives. And yet I still treated him as my son, even if there was no blood relation. Because that isn't what decides whether you're family or not.
No way! That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Dad never mentioned anything like that.
He probably just didn't see a reason to tell you. It wasn't a big deal to him. He and his brother got along perfectly fine too, in spite of the lack of a blood relation. And besides, nowadays no one seems to care about whether you're related by blood or not. It's such an insignificant factor when it comes to who your family is. You should know that best. And yet here you are spouting blood relation left, right, and center.
Well,
If you really want to care that much about blood, then you can go ahead and do that. I don't have to be your grandmother. But just know, I don't plan on including strangers like you in my will once I die. I'll make sure to give Evelyn everything I have, just because of all the stress she's had to deal with recently.
Huh? You're giving everything to her?
And it's a decent bit of money, too. Investing later on in life pays off quite well, you know. Not even your father could compete with all the money I've made. I even own a fairly sizable real estate business. I don't manage it, of course. I pay someone else to do that for me. I have enough money to live like a queen twice over. But of course, you won't get any of it. We aren't actually related, after all.
You're joking! No, you wouldn't do that to me, Grandma. Come on, stop joking. I didn't even know you had that kind of money. I'm really sorry, so please, just forgive me.
Shut your trap. Evelyn is part of my family, and I truly appreciate everything she's done for all of us, even if you don't. Someone who doesn't treat her with the respect she deserves has no right to call herself my family. From today onward, you're nothing but a stranger to me.
No! Don't do this!
I refuse to go back on my decision. I won't put up with a brat I'm not even related to. Don't you dare ever show your face in front of me again. And don't even bother coming to my funeral. You have no right to be there.
Please, Evelyn. really sorry for everything I said about you. I was completely wrong. But can you talk to Grandma and convince her to put me back on her well? Please? I'll even get on my knees and beg if you want me to. Better yet, could you ask her to lend me some money now? I'm in a bit of a sticky situation, and I could really use the money.
A sticky situation? You know, I always found this pretty odd. Why are you so concerned with getting all this money anyway? You haven't got any bills or anything to pay. And besides your student loans, I don't think you have anything that would take that much money.
Well, actually, there is something that's a bit of a black hole for money. I wanted to follow in my dad's footsteps. That's why I decided to major in business administration. You know, that job I had a while back? I quit it after 2 months. I wanted to build my own tech company from the ground up.
Oh, is that what happened?
I thought I'd manage it just fine. After all, I went from barely passing my classes to getting into Harvard. That has to count for something, right? So I got really confident, thinking I was hot stuff. That I've had some hidden intelligence all along. That confidence was enough to make me try it. I wanted to see if I really was as capable as I thought I was.
Right. I don't think it's a bad thing to follow your dreams, but maybe quitting your job that quick was a bit of a mistake. Besides, all that interview practice we did just wound up going to waste.
I'm not sure if it will go to waste, actually. My company hasn't been doing all that well recently. We're losing a lot of money, which is why I need to borrow some from Grandma. I want to keep the company afloat, keep my dream afloat. With all the money she has, it'd be really easy to reorganize the company and try again.
So that's why you were so pushy about the inheritance money. It doesn't excuse your actions, but I suppose it does explain them.
Please, Evelyn. You can make Grandma understand why I need the money. I'm sure she'd be willing to help if you told her. Surely you can help your stepdaughter with something this important?
Oh, that's odd. Does that mean I'm your family all of a sudden? You certainly never acted like I was. I'd rather you not get any strange ideas.
What?
You said so yourself. I was just your father's new wife. Nothing more. I am not related to you by blood in any way. I might as well just be a stranger, right? And sadly, I'm not as kind to strangers as your father was.
No, you can't do this to me!
Oh, but I can. Good luck. You've already lost the mother that was willing to support you no matter what. And to make matters worse, you don't have any relatives left either. Isn't that just so sad? I suppose you'll have to get back on your feet by yourself.
I can't do it by myself. Please, I need your help. Don't just abandon me like that.
I never abandoned you. You left me. Us. Your family. I'm sure your father's watching over you from heaven. Even now, it seems that Katie's company is still in the red, and she's growing even more desperate. In spite of that, she gave up on trying to ask for help from her grandmother and me. Instead, she's been going around asking for help from her father's old business partners. However, the story of her kicking me out spread amongst his friends. And as such, none of them were willing to lend her any money, fearing she would never return it. At this point, it seems to be a matter of time before her company goes bankrupt. Meanwhile, I'm doing far better for myself. This is, of course, thanks to Sharon's kindness. She's been inviting me to quite a few trips abroad, and we're enjoying our time together. And unexpectedly, me being able to speak Spanish is constantly coming in handy. She seems pretty impressed every time I translate something for her, and is taken to paying me for my services. And the payment is nothing to sneeze at either. It's more than enough for me to live comfortably, now that I'm living by myself.